Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your May 2019 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. So Gemini, for those of you that have a birthday in May, happy birthday. I am using the Everyday Witch Tarot deck. I'm also going to pull you a career-focused oracle, a love and relationship-focused oracle, and then a health and well-being oracle as well. All right, Gemini, so at the bottom of the deck, I have the Knight of Wands. So this is what I'm using as the overall energy for you guys for the month of May. So physical travel could be coming up for some of you. Maybe you have to travel for work or something like that. Others, you might be traveling down a new path, maybe going on a new adventure. This particular knight is very passionate, creative, ambitious. He's you know, full of energy. So for some of you, this is an exciting time for you. We're starting out with the Eight of Pentacles crossed by the Hermit. So yeah, with the Hermit, for me, the Hermit can be, you know, someone who's a little isolated, someone who's, you know, spending a lot of time alone. Energetically speaking, you know, maybe some of you were waiting. So things could be going from like 0 to 60 really fast for you, Gemini, here in May. So with the Eight of Pentacles, some of you are landing a new job. Others, you could be moving up within the company that you already work for. But this, energetically speaking, I feel like maybe not much was happening, and then all of a sudden the energy shifts. For some of you with the Eight of Pentacles, a new job coming in or a new position, you moving up within the company you already work for. If you don't work for a living, there could be something with a project, you know, something that you're investing in, something that you're very focused on, something you're working on. With the Hermit, you know, maybe here right at the start of the month, maybe needing to spend some time alone, needing to go within, for some of you, because maybe you have, you know, some important decisions to make with this. Here underneath the Knight of Wands, I have the Four of Wands, which can speak about celebrations. Fours overall speak about your foundation, your security, your stability. So for those of you that are landing a new job, you know, this could be a position that you're going to work in for many years. The Four of Wands speaks about longevity, but also, you know, it's going to bring in that financial stability as well. And the Hermit might be you needing to contemplate, or you needing to spend that time alone, go within as far as making your mind up about this. At your foundation, I do have the Nine of Wands. So maybe some of you have already gone through quite a bit on the job front for some of you. But this is a warrior here. The Nine of Wands is someone who's persevering, someone who's not giving up. They're a fighter. They already went through quite a bit. So, you know, for those of you that are landing a new job, Gemini, maybe you had to kind of, you know, battle some people, or you had to, you know, get through some stuff here. You had to be strong with the Nine of Wands. You know, this is a goal for some of you that you had to really be strong with this, you know, and not give up with this. So that's interesting with the Nine of Wands here at your foundation. And then we have the Eight of Swords in the recent past, which could have been fear, nervous energy, you feeling stuck for some of you. Can be like a self-restrictive sort of energy here, you holding yourself back. Maybe some of you maybe even kind of hermiting yourself away, but feeling stuck, confused, maybe overthinking some things. There might have been the need to listen to your intuition. That still could be something that's very important for you, to go within and listen to your intuition. Some of you are incredibly strong because we have the Nine of Wands here at your foundation. Some of you know that, Gemini, with strength here crowning you. So with strength in this position, you know that you're incredibly strong. This could have been, in the recent past, for a few of you, like a lack of self-esteem here. But I think that if this was like a lack of confidence or low self-esteem, you're going to overcome that. And really what's needed is you grounding your energy. You staying on your head, not allowing yourself to overthink things. You spending that time alone, you meditating, grounding your energy, being strong, staying calm, and you moving forward down this new path. Around the second week, we have the Fool coming in, and so we have the Knight of Wands as the overall energy, and now we have the Fool. So this is you going on a new adventure. For some of you, you have to take maybe a risk or a leap of faith, and that could be why we had this energy prior. So some of you need to pause, you need to contemplate, because maybe it is a risk. And also you've already been through so much. So for some of you, maybe you had to ask yourself some questions. With strength here crowning you, you needing to kind of stay calm with this and be patient and not rush into it. In the position of your power, I do have the Seven of Cups. And so this is you, Gemini, looking at those choices, those options. Some of you do have a lot of choices or options in front of you, so maybe needing to weigh those options. But this can be like a scattered, emotional sort of energy sometimes, or just a confusing sort of energy. So make sure at this time that you have grounded your energy, and that you are being realistic, that you are looking at everything closely, you're looking at the details, because we do see many of you moving forward down a new path. We do have the Knight of Wands as the overall energy, even though I think that some of you know you need to maybe be patient and think about this. I think that some of you are definitely aware of that, but you also might have a ton of like different options in front of you. And so maybe you don't know exactly what to go with, or maybe you have to look at the details here at this time. A lot of choices in front of you. Could be a little confusing. So yes, we know that some of you are going to spend that time alone and think about everything. But if you feel the need to maybe get some sort of advice, to speak to someone who's maybe knowledgeable about this, do that. Because I feel like maybe someone who has experience, or someone that you trust, maybe getting their input, that could be something that actually, would be helpful for some of you. Now, what's interesting is in the position of how others around you are viewing you, we do have the Five of Swords. So this is really kind of like their opinion. So Five of Swords can be someone who's like incredibly competitive, but not in really like a healthy way. So I mean, you could be looked at as like someone's competition. Five of Swords can be someone who will do whatever they have to do to win. It can be like a more aggressive energy. So of course that could be how you're being viewed, because we see you moving forward down this new path, because you maybe went through what you went through prior. I mean, some of you could be coming off a little bit more aggressive. The Five of Swords can also speak about conflicts and arguments, things like that. Someone who's a little reckless or careless. So keep that in mind. It doesn't mean that you know, all of you are doing that. Not at all. This is in the position of how others are viewing you. So maybe someone, that's their opinion, that's how they're viewing you. Maybe you're up against some serious competition. So maybe loved ones are viewing you as, yes, moving down this new path, but maybe there's a lot of people that want this job or, you know, have been working, you know, towards this goal. So for some of you, I mean, maybe you're up against some serious competition with the Five of Swords. In the hopes and fears, we do have the Two of Swords. So maybe hoping on a decision to come through for some of you. Others, you know, you might be hoping that you make the right decision. For those of you that are taking this risk or leap of faith or and looking at these choices, these options, Gemini, you might be hoping that you make the right decisions and that you don't rush maybe blindly into something. For some of you, you know, that could be what you're hoping. But I think you are moving forward in the right direction. You know, my advice would be to watch your other signs. You know, watch your sun, your moon, your rising to get the most insights. Here, you know, energy that you're leaving the month of May with, going into June, we do have the Nine of Cups. So this can be like a wish coming true. For some of you, this is that happy outcome, that wish fulfillment. For others, I mean, this is just your cups runneth over. So you have a lot to be thankful for here at this time. For some of you that are taking a risk, you know, that risk could be paying off here. But again, it's something you have to contemplate. For some of you, maybe you need to get some advice from someone you trust. A little input from someone else, you know, never hurts. But, you know, Nine of Cups, this is a positive outcome. This is a positive outcome. So yeah, as you can see, Gemini, it's going to be a good month for you. It's just, you know, maybe at certain times needing to ground your energy, needing to be strong, needing to be patient, and also needing to look at those options, those choices, you know, really closely. But we will take a look at this Five of Swords. And again, it's in the position of how others are viewing you, which you could be someone's competition. But let's see here, taking a look at this Five of Swords for Gemini. Okay, that's interesting. All right. So I'm just seeing what else I want to look at. All right, so yeah, I'm going to take a look at this Nine of Wands. Eight of Swords most of the time is worrying unnecessarily or like a lack of confidence holding you back. You, yes, can be restricting yourself or holding yourself back because you're overthinking something or fearing the worst. Nine of Wands, though, is someone who's persevering, someone who's being strong. They're someone who already went through a bunch of stuff. So we will take a look at the Nine of Wands. All right, so looking at this Five of Swords, clarifying, we have the Eight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and then the Fool. So we have the Fool twice. So yeah, I think that some of you are being viewed as, you know, someone's competition, definitely. And yes, this could be with landing a new job, but I'm really feeling like this is more for you guys, you Geminis, as far as like moving up within the company you already work for. So I feel like that's primarily, yeah, it can be with a new job, but that's really for those of you that are like, maybe there's a position that's available, like a higher up position. Yeah, that's really for you guys as far as like moving up within the company. I feel like for some of you, that's what this is about. And so you're being viewed as, you know, someone who's up against competition, or someone's viewing you as like their competition. But you're moving forward down a new path here. And for many of you, it's on the career front. And we know that you went through some challenges prior. And that could explain what this energy is all about, this Eight of Swords. But I think that the energy is shifting for you. At some point, you're maybe inspired, or you're overcoming this. You're motivated, or more motivated here in May. And some of you could be leaving something that's no longer serving you behind. Definitely. We know that some of you already went through something prior with the Nine of Wands. Here we have the Page of Cups, the Seven of Rods, and the Eight of Rods. So I think that prior, some of you were waiting on this opportunity, or waiting on some news to come in. Maybe just simply waiting for the energy to shift, for, you know, positive changes to come into your life. But Seven of Rods, you know, so this is a fighter. This is someone who's not going to back down. This is someone who's going to stand their ground and fight for what it is that they want. So again, we know that you went through something, but, you know, we see you very inspired here in May, and we also see you not giving up. And I think that determination, it has led you to this new beginning, because you are moving forward down a new path. And I do think that some of you are going to beat out the competition. I think that some of you absolutely are going to beat out the competition. Because, yeah, some of you definitely are up against some competition, but I feel like if you keep yourself grounded and motivated and focused, you know, we have a very positive outcome here. Let's pull you some additional guidance cards. This is the Life Purpose Oracle deck, and I'm focusing on career right now for Gemini. What do they need to know for May? Focusing on career. Make sure that you're seeing everything clearly, because we have the Seven of Cups with the Five of Swords. So Seven of Cups energy can be, you know, that scattered sort of energy. It can also be like even a confusing, sometimes delusional sort of energy. So my advice would be not to act on anything super quickly. Spend some time, contemplate, think about everything. Make sure you're seeing everything clearly. All right, and then focusing on love life. But as always, Gemini, over on Vimeo, I do have the Love Tarot forecast for the month of May posted over there if that's something you're interested in. Gemini, what else does Gemini need to know for May? All right, and then focusing on health and well-being for Gemini for May. All right, okay, interesting. So we do have energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. And so, yeah, some of you, you know, maybe you do, or you will be doing some sort of healing work here in May. For those of you that, with the Eight of Pentacles, maybe you've landed a new job, or you could even be starting your own business here. That could be what you're, you know, working so hard on. Maybe some of you are natural healers. You might have natural healing abilities. And so that's interesting. Very nice. For some of you, that could be your life purpose. Focusing on love life. We do have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And so those of you that are in a relationship already, you know, maybe needing to put more effort into maybe seeing your partner or spending more time with your partner here in the month of May. And then those of you that want to meet someone, needing to make the effort. So if you're single and you want to meet someone, you know, you still have to make the effort as well. You have to put yourself out there. You have to be open to trying new things. And so for those of you that want to meet someone, you know, put in that energy, that effort. And then focusing on health and well-being, we do have sunlight. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me enjoy the benefits of sunshine in safe and healthy ways. And so if you can get outdoors, especially those of you that need to meditate or contemplate and think about things, try to do it outside if it's warm where you are. If you are spending, you know, time outdoors, obviously in the sunshine, make sure that you're wearing sunblock, make sure that you're taking care of your skin. But yeah, get outdoors. If you can, get outdoors. That's going to be good for you guys in May. And even those of you that are coupled, you know, maybe you need to go for a walk with your partner or spend time with your partner outside. That could be something that's helpful for you couples here in May. All right, Gemini, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great month.